base. So I think that's useful for us to have some submissions that reflect on that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I think Nadia, you had a question?
Nadia and Wenzen.
Hi, everybody. I'm Nadia calling from South Africa, and I would like to express some appreciation for the sensitivity that you've expressed towards equity and being very, very deliberate about that. It warms my heart, let me say that. My question is, that I understand that this is a youth, the special edition is about or for youth futures researchers. And so my question is there a strict age limit that you are looking for youth futures researchers, so under 35, very deliberately? And I'll say that because I'm a graduate of Future Studies from the University of Stellenbosch, which is the only university in Africa that offers the course. And I think I did the course, maybe I was 36, and I was definitely one of the, if not the youngest person in my class of 70 people.
Okay.
So are you saying that you're over 35?
I am, yes.
I don't think it should be a problem.
Yeah, I mean, I think our attitude is to be as liberal as possible to support people who are young to the field, and you know, if you were my age and wanted to submit, I'd say no, probably not. But you know, but you know, I mean, we have the categories listed, and so just put the one that's nearest to you when you submit.
Okay. Thanks very much.
Sorry, I just want to echo when I saw some of the fellowship application, they actually wrote there like you know, young to the field as in less than a number of years of practicing in futures. So there was one that I saw less than 5 years of, you know, experience in the futures field, so that is considered new or young to the, you know, young futurists. That's why young is not just my age, I suppose. So today I was actually very tempted to put like the number of years, but then I didn't discuss with the guest editors, so I removed that.
Yeah.
We give you support.
See that that you do ask for the age of the person, and the top limit is 35.
Yeah, so I just ticked that one, although I could add a category that says other, but you could just explain that in the box about your experience. So that's all good. And yeah, that was added later on the time too, simply because we really like to encourage some younger people, some secondary students, some people that are young as well as young in futures. So it's nice to see what the balance is. Mostly it's at the top end of that at the moment. But we're open to all ideas. Just like when we originally had our conversation, we had put some suggested sort of topics down, and then we took it out because we said, you know, we want it to be driven by your submissions and what's important in your worldviews. So hence it is quite open, and we want you to challenge that thinking and come up with your own ideas.
So there are two hands up here. I don't remember whose hand was up
Wen,
first.
I think, was next.
Yeah, Wen was first, yeah, and then Omar.
Hello, everyone. I don't have like a actual question. I have like all my question answered in the chat, but I just want to say like thank you so much for like hosting this program. I have some training like in like university for academic writing, but I never had like actually publish a paper. So it's always something like I want to do, but it also feel like so scary. And it's like I really appreciate the mentorship and the program to offer support. So yeah, I'm like looking forward to like submit and get into it.
When take risk and do this step finally, that's a blessed opportunity for you to try what you've been dreaming about.
Yeah. And I think we've got a last question from Umar.
Thank you very much. Hi, this is Umar from Pakistan. I'm here at ComSats University, Islamabad, and nice to see some old friends. Can't name each and every one of them, but it's a real pleasure. I have a query which has been addressed partially, but perhaps you can, address it fully. I'm going to work a lot with children in the summer vacations now. So I'll be looking at kids, from the class 5 to class 7. So I'm just curious. Now I am 46 years old. I don't think I get into that particular category, but I was just wondering if I were to share some of my insights, would I just go back to JFS, or do I get a co-author and do all the hard work and put a co-author in front of me? They say, this is the person 15-year-old, 16-year-old who did it. How do you do that? I just want to know. And, it might be easy for all of us. Yeah. And thank you very much for creating. I think this is a wonderful thing which you guys are doing, and listening to the voices of the youth, and especially kids and all. I think that is very important. Second thing, in terms of structure, even if I go to JFS, don't go to this particular session, to this particular edition, what scope is there for me if I put it in like a blog, if I put in pictures, if I put in stuff, show people's creativity, the artifacts which young people come up with? Would that be something which would be acceptable for JFS? Perhaps Anissa or Yelena or even Cheryl, you could put some light on that. Thank you very much. Over from me. I want to listen to your comments. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So I'll take that. Omar, welcome. And so number one, you're working with younger people, and you're shape those papers, and obviously you are a very experienced futurist. So the special issue cannot accept your paper, but you can work around that by mentoring a younger futurist in your group, who is capable of writing. So you can mentor the person to submit the piece of work, reflecting what you're doing there in your summer school, getting someone younger to write it, maybe co-author with you. I'm not sure about co-author, so you have to talk about this with the guest editors. Just my ideas of how you can get involved. That's number one. Number two, you were talking about how you want to put all this work done by students on JFS. So JFS has got two spaces for this. Number one is perspectives, where you can, perspective is like a blog where you write your experience and your reflection, and, share the work that you have done in a very short version of what you have done in 2,000 words maximum, with lots of graphics. So that could be a platform for you. Second space for this is our JFS Community of Practice. It's also on the JFS main website. If you look on to your right-hand top corner, there's JFS Community of Practice. I've started that with the intention of educators sharing our teaching materials, so that other people can have, other educators or teachers or even young futurists can access and look at how can we teach the future better. We are working with such diverse groups here. Like we have people like Cheryl, she's working with people in New Zealand, and Omar working with young generation, the younger generations in Pakistan, and I work with people in Taiwan. So, and it would be great to my intention for JFS Community of Practice is really to pull together, teaching materials, teaching strategies, pedagogies that people are willing to share with the others who, could pick up the same exercise or the activity and implement it somewhere else and tweak it and adapt it to fit your context. So that's another space that you can work with, Omar. So please have a look at JFS Community of Practice and yeah, we have actually a Substack and also a Discord channel set up for the community right now. I'll share the links.
And
Thank
yeah,
you so much, Lisa.
I also wanted to mention, I know that you might working very intensely with young people. And one of the options for you to participate in this special issue is the section of essays where you can, well, as a co-author or the background author, present the visions your young students would share during the summer school. Because the title of this special issue is "What do our futures look like?" Not our as editors, educators, but our the authors of those futures, young generation, practically their vision of the future. So I personally would be very much interested to read their feedback, their ideas, these short essays, and that's one of the options how you can participate in that issue.
Thank you very much, Yelena. That's very helpful. I'll look into it. Thank you very much.
Great. I think we're back to you, Edward, to close.
Well, yeah, I'll add a bit of the good word and encouragement that I added from our first session. You know, me personally, I had submitted an article that I successfully got published to a previous JFS special issue back in 2021, while still a student in future studies prior to finishing my degree. So it can be done. You know, just follow the steps. Make sure to reference, use, you know your methodology, reference your methodology. Be sure to incorporate futures methods. That's one of the key things that key pieces of advice for anyone jumping into this space. Absolutely make sure to use and use the classic sources, use the classic references for futures and future studies that are in JFS, but also from other sources. You know, the team is here to make sure that you get through the process. We all want to see the finished product at the end. We want to get your name published. We want to get your work out there. With that,